Have you ever been near someone who appears friendly in words, yet on an intuitive level you sense that something is amiss? Have you ever felt a subtle discomfort, an intuition that suggests there is something darker behind that smile? Carl Jung, one of the greatest explorers of the human mind, spoke of a fundamental concept: the shadow. The shadow is the hidden part of ourselves that we deny, yet it often manifests in how we relate to others. When someone experiences hate, jealousy, or resentment, they try to conceal it, but never completely. The signs are there. They are subtle, yet undeniable. Today, I will reveal 8 unmistakable signs that indicate someone nearby harbors hostile feelings, even if they do their utmost to hide them. Proceed with caution, for the 8th sign is the most insidious of all and could turn your perception of certain individuals upside down. The first is sarcasm and contempt disguised as irony. Hidden hostility does not always manifest openly. Some individuals prefer to express it through sarcastic jokes, barbs, or caustic irony. They ridicule matters that are sensitive to you. Yet, when you attempt to point this out, they respond with phrases like, "I was just joking." Don't be so touchy. You simply don't know how to joke. This behavior is particularly insidious, as it leaves you feeling uncomfortable while the other person maintains the facade of a harmless jester. In reality, repeated irony on specific topics is a clear sign of concealed contempt. If their jokes consistently leave you feeling humiliated or belittled, and most importantly, if they revolve around the same subjects over time, it's not just humor. It's an indication of repressed hostility. Jung argued that our personal shadow is projected onto others in subtle and sometimes even unintentional ways. When someone habitually uses irony to attack certain aspects of your personality, they are revealing what they cannot accept within themselves. Second, subtle sabotage. If someone around you feels threatened by your success or growth, they may attempt to sabotage you in hidden ways. Sabotage is not always obvious or straightforward. Sometimes it manifests as misguided advice, distorted information, or small mistakes that, when combined, hinder your ability to achieve your goals. A friend who forgets to share important information. A family member who accidentally overlooks key details. A colleague who mistakenly complicates your work. At first glance, this may seem like innocent carelessness. However, if such incidents occur precisely during critical moments, it's worth considering whether they are truly accidental. Jung explained that if a person cannot come to terms with their failures, they may unconsciously project their frustration onto others, obstructing their progress in order to avoid feeling worse about themselves. Third, quiet competition. Some individuals cannot accept your success without feeling the urge to surpass you. Every one of your victories is promptly accompanied by their attempts to shift the focus onto themselves. They downplay your achievements, framing them as insignificant. If you share good news, instead of congratulating you, they respond with something like, "Well, I've experienced that too. In fact, I did even better." This unspoken rivalry often stems from deep-seated insecurities. Jung asserted that the projection of the shadow compels people to see in others those traits they cannot cultivate within themselves. Those who feel inadequate will attempt to belittle you or compete against you in order to avoid confronting their own self-doubt. Fourth, a feigned benevolence. Those who secretly harbor hatred towards you may disguise their true feelings with a facade of caring. At first glance, they appear friendly, say the right things, but in their words and actions there is a lack of something essential: sincerity. When you need assistance, they downplay your problems, make excuses, or conjure up reasons to avoid helping. Most importantly, when you achieve success, their enthusiasm seems contrived or is completely absent. Why does this happen? Jung spoke of the dissociation of the ego, where some individuals become emotionally distant from those around them, leading to coldness and an inability to genuinely support others. This can result in a lack of warmth in relationships, an inability to feel joy for others, and a subconscious desire to devalue someone else's accomplishments. At the heart of this phenomenon lie deep inner conflicts. Some cannot accept their own failures, so your success irritates them. Others may envy you but struggle to acknowledge it, even to themselves. Some see in you a reflection of who they wish to become, but could not. Such individuals fear to show sincere support, as it would require them to acknowledge that you have succeeded where they have not. Those who genuinely rejoice in your success will never belittle your achievements. Conversely, those who secretly envy or disdain you will always find a way to undermine your success. Choose those who genuinely support you, rather than those who offer you a feigned smile to your face while secretly reveling in your failures behind your back. 5. Control disguised as care. Some individuals attempt to manipulate your life under the guise of concern and a desire to help. They claim to want what is best for you, yet their true motives are quite different. They criticize every decision you make, leading you to doubt your own judgment. They undermine your self-confidence, pretending to offer kind advice. They question your ability to make decisions, making you feel dependent on their opinions. Why do they do this? Carl Jung claimed that the need to control others stems from a fear of inner chaos. When a person cannot manage their own emotions, they seek to dominate the lives of others to avoid confronting their own instability. This means that those who attempt to subjugate you to their will are, in fact, afraid of losing control over themselves. Control masquerading as care is a form of manipulation that undermines your independence and self-confidence. Remember, true care does not make you dependent. It empowers you to forge your own path. Genuine support does not suppress. It helps you grow. Those who truly love you do not try to govern your life. You have the right to be the master of your own fate. Do not let anyone take this power away from you. 6. Gossip and criticism. If someone harbors negative feelings towards you, they are unlikely to express it to your face. Instead, they will talk about you behind your back, spreading gossip, rumors, and criticism in an attempt to undermine your authority and ruin your life. Why do people engage in gossip? They envy you. Your success serves as a constant reminder of their own failures. Feeling weak, they attempt to belittle you to boost their own self-esteem. They fear you and wish to tarnish your reputation before you become even stronger. Carl Jung posited that those who spread negativity about others are essentially projecting their own weaknesses. In other words, they are not speaking the truth about you. They are revealing their own nature. How can you protect yourself from gossipers and critics? Do not react emotionally. Gossipers thrive on your reaction. If you become angry, defensive, or retaliate, they take pleasure in it. The best approach is to either ignore them or respond with calm detachment. Speak only with those you trust. Do not share personal information with individuals who might use it against you. Keep important details of your life within a small circle of trusted people. Act rather than justify yourself. Rumors only persist when people lack counterexamples. There is no need to prove with words that they are lying. Simply live in a way that allows your actions to speak for you. Learn to recognize hidden envious individuals. If someone consistently speaks negatively about others, sooner or later they will speak poorly of you too. Remember, the person who brings you gossip will inevitably carry your words to others. Do not let their words affect your self-esteem. If someone speaks ill of you, It does not mean something is wrong with you. People do not discuss those who do not interest them. If people are talking about you, it means you are significant. Gossip and criticism are tools of weak individuals who cannot confront you openly, so they attack from the shadows. Remember, true friends speak with you, not about you. Strong individuals discuss ideas, while the weak discuss other people. If you are being talked about behind your back, it means you are ahead. Seventh, resentment towards your success. People who genuinely care about you truly rejoice in your achievements. They take pride in your accomplishments, support you, and inspire you to reach new heights. However, if someone secretly envies you, they cannot conceal their irritation. How does this manifest? A cold or detached reaction. They do not wish to display their envy, yet they cannot genuinely share in your joy. Sarcasm and passive aggression creep into their words. Their comments may sound like jokes, but underneath lies irritation and hurt. Attempts to belittle your success. They strive to reduce your achievements to mere coincidence or triviality, refusing to acknowledge your superiority. Competition instead of support. Rather than celebrating your victories, they seek to surpass you. They prefer to divert attention back to themselves instead of recognizing your accomplishments. Open irritability and distancing behavior. Some individuals even start to avoid you when things are going well for you. They communicate with you less than before, growing cold or irritable. They shy away from discussions about your successes. Their discomfort in your presence stems from the stark reminder of their own failures that your achievements evoke. Life is too short to waste on those who cannot find joy in your happiness. Remember, those who truly care about you will take pride in your achievements. Those who resent your success were never your allies. Eighth, nonverbal signals. Negative emotions always find an outlet in body language, even when a person tries to conceal them. We may not hear hostile words or see open aggression, but the body always reveals true feelings. As Jung said, the body and the unconscious never lie. Human intuition is a powerful tool. If you sense that something is off, it is likely true. How can you protect yourself from those who hide their hostility? Trust your intuition. If something feels strange, even if the person appears outwardly friendly, do not ignore your feelings. Observe their behavior in different situations. If someone is genuinely happy for you, it will always be evident. However, if they become irritated with your successes but try to mask it, their gestures will betray the truth. Limit your contact with those who pretend. If a person feels compelled to act as though they are happy for you, they are not your ally. Do not attempt to expose them. The best way to disarm a hypocrite is to ignore them and keep moving forward. Words may deceive, but the body speaks the truth. If your intuition suggests that someone envies you or harbors hostility, it is likely correct. True friends do not make you doubt yourself. Remember, if you find yourself wondering whether someone treats you well, the answer is already clear. How can you protect yourself from hidden hostility? Now that you are aware of the 8 undeniable signs of concealed animosity, it is crucial to understand how to shield yourself from such individuals and their influence. 1. Trust your intuition. If you feel discomfort around someone, even if they are behaving friendly, do not ignore that feeling. Your intuition picks up on the slightest signals that your conscious mind may not be aware of. 2. Set boundaries. Do not allow such individuals to use you or affect your emotional state. Clearly define your limits. I find such jokes unpleasant. I do not want to discuss this topic. I value my achievements and do not need comparisons. If a person continues to violate your boundaries, it is not a coincidence. Do not play their game. Some individuals subconsciously provoke you, causing you to doubt yourself. Engaging in competition or becoming defensive is futile. Resist the urge to succumb. If someone uses sarcasm, ask them, "Do you really need to express yourself that way?" It undermines your success. Respond by saying, "What I've achieved is important to me, and I do not need validation." They shift the conversation back to themselves. Do not react. They seek recognition, not dialogue. 4. Limit communication. If you notice that a person consistently undermines you, even after attempts to establish boundaries, reduce contact. Refrain from sharing important matters with them. Do not expect support from them. If possible, distance yourself both emotionally and physically. Pay attention to actions, not words. People may claim to be your friends, but if their actions suggest otherwise, then their words mean nothing. Do they support you during tough times? Are they genuinely happy for your success? Or do they use it against you? True friends do not make you doubt yourself. 6. Work on your self-esteem. The stronger your confidence in yourself, the less impact such people will have on you. Don't seek approval from others if you feel you've made the right choice. Don't try to prove your worth to those who refuse to recognize it. Learn to take joy in your victories, even if no one is there to support you. 7. Cultivate an environment that suits you. If someone is consistently sabotaging you, criticizing you, or covertly competing with you, ask yourself why this person is still around. Surround yourself with those who genuinely rejoice in your achievements, inspire you, and offer their support. Remember, your success, your joy, and your life should not hinge on someone else's hidden approval. You deserve people who recognize your worth without struggle and competition.